What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages? Again, if you're a little kid and your parents let you watch this, you have fantastic parents. We are here at the Creek Entertainment with another episode of Wrestling Lists. Today we're going to do most overrated. Again, how you feel. So if you thought someone really sucked and that's how you felt and that's what it was, please say it. We'll do a countdown 5 to 1. On the ones and twos, we've got my man Rage. What's going on, Ray?
Not much, man. Living the dream. Living the American dream.
That's right. American Dream, as my hat will tell you. At the taco truck, we got Uncut Tim. What's going on, brother? What's the dinner special?
Nothing much, man. Just some tacos, carne asada.
Boring. All right, let's get to our two guests. We got two gentlemen over here from Sports Drunk. My man Cody, how you feeling?
Hey, I'm feeling good. How you doing, man?
I'm doing well, living, like you said, the American dream. You see the hat kind of got it going on.
He thinks he's Dusty Rhodes.
Stars and stripes, bro.
Certainly not least, Mr. Philip Dickerson. How you feeling?
Hey, what's up, fellas? Good. Glad to be here.
Ready to talk some wrestling?
Let's talk.
Let's talk. All right. Without further ado, top 5 most overrated wrestlers, how you see them. We'll do 5 all the way down to 1. But each individual will go. So Philip, you'll go first. Cody second. Ray third. Myself fourth. Tim fifth. Start with your number 5, and we'll discuss. So who's your 5th most overrated wrestler?
All right, so I guess I'm gonna start, guys. I'm gonna get controversial right off the bat. Give me Goldberg as number 5 overrated. This guy was good in 1-minute matches. I mean, he was good at doing 2 moves and putting you down, but he didn't do anything else. He was boring. Yeah, I thought he was boring.
Heard a lot.
He was good at hurting. He was great at hurting people.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ending careers.
Great breaking necks.
He had the best Sweet Chin music, dude, to me.
Oh,
Most effective for him.
Yeah, I don't know, and he just never did anything on the mic either. He was just kind of dull.
Right, he would just do like, yeah.
Dude, Gilbert was better. Gilbert was way better,
Yes.
dude.
Oh,
Gilbert
yeah,
was way
Gilbert might be the GOAT, man.
Goldberg did have that badass entrance, though. It's kind of like the Warrior
Yes.
in a way, where just the entrance itself, like, really set the tone before he ever did anything.
His spear
he was a
on
lot of
Triple
sizzle,
H
no
is
steak.
legendary.
Yeah. Or he speared China, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Hey,
He bounces off.
Yeah.
that is. I forgot about that. It's good. Yeah, I don't know. He just didn't set my tits on fire. Not a Goldberg. Not a Goldberg guy.
Hey, I love that pick. Cody, what you got for your number 5?
Number 5, I'm gonna go. I mean, he's a big star and everything, but just on pure in-ring ability alone, I'm gonna have to go with John Cena. Just on the fact that his shit was so toothless. Like, all of his moves just looked so kind of weak necessarily. But like the STF, for example. Like you couldn't hurt a 5-year-old with the way he would.
Okay, one of the funniest things I've heard, it was like, this move couldn't even hurt a fucking newborn baby. Like, he doesn't even lock it in. Like, their head is like out.
He could put it on a child, literally, and just
they'd be fine. So,
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, he had a charisma, I guess. He was over with a lot of the kids and everything like that. And by all accounts, he's like a great guy outside of the ring, but in ring, the fist drop and all that,
You just couldn't see him do that. I get it. Yeah.
No. He had a body on him and everything, but
Bro.
yeah.
He had his own album. He was a great rapper.
Spinner belt and all that. Give me a break.
Oh yeah, that was garbage.
He knocked shells off.
The Marine is a great movie. I don't care what.
Yeah, I mean,
He was
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of the Marine necessarily.
Yeah, no, it sucks. It's bad.
Oh, yeah.
No, gotcha. All right, cool pick. Ray, what you got, my man?
This is pretty easy. Number 5 for me. I just fucking hate this dude. To me, Dean Ambrose sucks to me, dude. I'm sorry. He's not a good wrestler.
Yeah.
He's not good on the mic. Like, he just sucks, dude. There's nothing cool about him. Like, I guess it's cool if kids like him, you know. I know women like him, whatever. That's fine. But he's just terrible, dude. There's nothing appealing for me, like, about him. To me, like, when the Shield came out, the Shield was dope, right? He was cool. But he was, like, definitely the weakest member to me.
He was like the number 3.
Yeah, like.
Yeah.
He was like number 5 in a 3-man group. Does that make sense? Like,
Yeah,
he's just not good, dude.
He was like the 8th wheel on a day. You're like, I guess we'll take you, dude. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, like, and then like his nickname, like he was supposed to be like some kind of lunatic, but I'm like, dude, you just look like a basic, like, you probably went to like some prep school or something, dude. I don't know, like, I just can't see it.
Yeah, if
dude.
you're number 3 in a 3-man group, like you're last. That's like when I first started playing World of Warcraft, and I was like, man, I'm number 3 in DPS, and it's like. Because you guys don't know what I'm talking about, do you?
that just sounds bad.
No,
I don't know what that is, but that sounds bad.
Okay, never mind.
Being the middle child, you don't want that.
But yeah, that'd be number 5, pretty easy for me, for sure.
Ooh, I got next, then Tim. Number 5 for me is his buddy, Roman Reigns.
No.
He sucks.
Sorry.
His spear sucks. He can't talk. He's main evented 4 WrestleManias, which blows my mind because, like, I don't know who pays to see that. Like, who says, you know what, mommy? I want to go see Roman Reigns. For what?
Kids, dude.
Do you remember when Roman Reigns beat Undertaker, something HBK couldn't do at WrestleMania?
Oh,
He just got that look, and plus he's from that,
He went
famous
there.
Samoan family and everything.
Yeah.
I mean, the bloodlines. Vince loves him for whatever reason. So
No,
I mean,
I guess
People hated him. People
Yeah.
hated him, but the best thing he did is when he did that story angle of him having leukemia so he could get over.
Yeah, this is where he goes with
got
this shit, not me.
loose.
That's where he goes with this shit.
Wait, that's fake?
No.
no, it's not fake.
that's
He's
real.
being a dick.
This dude faking leukemia? I hate him.
No, that's messed up.
Oh,
And I'm sorry, Roman, if you
No,
ever
you
see
said
this,
it.
man.
You're not sorry. All that Shawn Michaels shit talk. You just said this guy, leukemia's battle, and it was a joke, and I hope everyone
Yeah,
remembers it.
I prayed for him too, man. That's sad.
No, you don't.
I did.
You think he sucks too.
You said
Prayers
negative.
up.
I like Roman Reigns.
Prayers up.
I like Roman Reigns.
You sent negative prayers to him, dude. That's what you
Yeah,
did.
she said negative prayers.
It takes prayers away.
Yeah, take prayers away.
Although I think he'd be effective as a heel though. Like if he made a heel turn, like a strong heel turn, maybe.
Yeah.
You know
He
what?
probably-
It's funny you say that. I've always said the perfect dude to do it with is use Rock. Have him beat the shit out of Rock in terrible fashion. People will hate him for it.
I did it for you, Rock.
He's like, the Rock's a sellout.
Did it
you
for
know?
the Rock. Shut your
But
mouth, don't
anyways-
weird fatty.
Anyways, for me, he does look the part, but just to me, I don't get it, dude. I don't understand it. So for me, that's my number 5. What about you, Tim?
So I've always said this. Now, as far as his presence and on the mic, and he's got like that, but as far as wrestling ability, I think he's overrated. I think Triple H is overrated.
Oh yeah.
Ooh.
I don't disagree with that.
I just do. To me, I can't think of anything more than a few moves that he does. The flying knee, the pedigree is awesome. Don't get me wrong. He does the thing, but I just don't think
You must have never heard the My Time song by him.
Yeah, dude.
No, he's
You don't
great
like
on
the
the
water
mic.
spit? Oh,
The water spin is dope, dude.
Yeah.
Remember when Michael Cole came out as him and he and acted like he was joking?
Michael
wakes
Cole
up-
almost made my top 5. He almost made it.
Dude, come to think of it, like Triple H wasted a lot of trees, dude. All those water
Yeah.
bottles that he never drank, dude.
Yeah,
Oh,
very
yeah.
true.
Yeah.
I guess he
Spraying
doesn't care
everybody.
about the environment. That's fucked up, man. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Can
doesn't-
you
yeah, that's
imagine
fucked
that
up, dude.
now? It's spitting water all over everyone?
Yeah, what kind of dick in a time like this? Like, what are you doing,
Yeah,
dude? Like,
Yeah.
We're in
Go
a
drink.
drought.
Definitely overrated.
All right, man. So we'll swing right back to you, Philip. Number 4 for you.
All right. This one is probably a little more controversial. I'm going to go with The Undertaker as being
Ooh, I like it.
wow.
I like it.
over.
No!
Overrated.
What are you talking
He did it.
about?
Hey, kick him off, dude.
Overrated.
Kick him off
Okay.
his meeting, dude.
Okay, all right. Let me explain a little bit. Okay, all right. I thought the whole dead man thing was a little cheesy to begin with, so I wasn't a huge fan of his. But when he went to the American Badass
Thank you.
with the Kid
yeah.
Rock song and the motorcycle,
That was fire.
it wasn't fire.
It was Limp
the
Bizkit for a little while too.
It
though.
was the opposite of fire. It was the opposite.
Water.
I don't know. I just didn't. I didn't like it, and then they almost like just switched him back and like right back to the whole dead man thing without explain. I don't know. I think he's a little overrated in my opinion. I thought he was a little cheesy. I mean, I'm curious.
what?
I'm gonna get blowback on this. I'm curious.
No, I'll
to hear
piggyback
what
off you. I think his Limp Bizkit fucking phase was garbage.
Yes.
They keep rolling, and it was like,
But again, Limp
Oh,
Bizkit was
man,
kind of
it
hot
was-
at that time, dude. I mean, you got to kind of
It
keep up
doesn't
with the
matter.
time, you know?
there's a lot
Like-
of things that are hot at the time that you should stay away from.
He
I
changed his
disagree
finisher
on
too,
that.
though, for that gimmick. He like switched up to the power bomb instead of the tombstone.
instead of Tombstone. I don't know, man. There's like a year period there where I was just really I was kind of off on him, man.
Yeah.
It's why Sarah left.
Oh,
Boom, roasted.
nice.
Yeah.
Who? No, I mean, I know. Honestly, I think if you mentioned that part of Undertaker, I didn't like it. I don't know about you guys. I thought it was, man.
Yeah.
Everything else is dope. Undertaker to me is dope.
Yeah, that entrance, that original entrance, the lights going off, the gong, iconic, you know.
Paul Bearer made the Undertaker. Right. That
Yeah.
Percy made that old boy.
No way.
I like your take. He's saying it. Paul Bearer made Undertaker. That is a line we
Yes.
can use.
Yes.
Definitely helped get him over. I mean, that.
Thank you.
Yeah,
he
It's all about
complimented him
that
good.
burn, man.
No, he should have stuck with Brother Love. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know who that is.
That was his
Oh.
original. That was Undertaker's original manager that brought him out first.
Yeah,
Brother
Brother
Love.
Love.
Yeah.
He came out with like
Mhm.
DiBiase and.
Yeah,
I don't even know.
It would
I
have
don't
been
even
cool.
know.
Like,
Yeah, that was for a tag
DiBiase
match,
at that time.
yeah.
I think that
It was Survivor Series, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I
don't know who
remember
Brother
that.
Love is.
He's supposed to be like a Christian holy roller preacher. Like, I love you.
His face was painted like red, basically.
He's one of the Pritchard brothers.
Yeah, it's Bruce Pritchard.
Yeah, Bruce Pritchard.
He
Yeah.
looked like a monkey's butt in the face. It
He
was
was
just
turned real red.
yes.
The slick,
Fair
like
analysis.
grease back hair, and he had like rings on every finger and all that shit. Like televangelist big time.
I'm glad
Good
I'm
one,
on
though. Good television.
The good kind.
this. All right, Cody. We'll swing it right back to you, my man. 4.
I'm gonna go with a guy that was actually one of Undertaker's like big rivals there in the mid '90s. I'm gonna go with Kevin Nash. Is overrated.
Really? With Diesel?
Yeah. Well, the Diesel, but Nash altogether. I mean, you know, he was pretty stiff in the ring. He had about maybe 4 or 5 moves, and you know,
That was my next pick.
So-
I'm gonna have to change it now.
well, I mean, you took mine earlier with Triple H. He was on the list, so
Oh,
I had
I'm
to
sorry.
pivot.
Okay.
No, you're good. No, yeah. But Nash, I mean, he did have some charisma, you know, and like right when the NWO first hit, I mean, they were super over. He, you know, really cool and all that, and him and Hall. But I don't know. You saw one Kevin Nash match. You saw all of them basically. Then years later, you know, jobbing Goldberg out to him kind of I thought was a mistake, which he kind of wrote himself just to do that finger poke angle with Hogan the next night. Just, I don't know. Was never a real big fan of Nash, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I agree with you on that.
You didn't like the red and white Nash, the red and white NWO Nash.
Original, I mean, when they first came over, it was pretty cool, but I don't know. Just, I guess for being Diesel before he wasn't a great champion, never drew any money really, and you know that's why they had to make the switch to Shawn Michaels. Diesel wasn't drawing any money, just kind of a bland champion really.
He was
You know what I mean?
caught in the wrong time too. At the wrong, I think. You know, like they
Yeah.
were just everyone was jumping ship, and I mean he did it. But I guess I think I agree. Like now that you say it, the only great match I've ever seen Diesel in it was against Shawn or Undertaker. I don't think I've ever seen him in any other.
Undertaker was probably his best matches when he had Undertaker
that,
like
that
that.
WrestleMania match they had.
Yeah, and then that Royal Rumble where he comes up and like pulls him through the ring or whatever. The cage match with Brett. That was
The Shawn Diesel one where he left right before he left to WCW, where it's like an in your house and Shawn gets one of the Vachon's fake legs and hits him with it. I thought that was a good match.
Yeah, that's great.
well, the WrestleMania match with Shawn though. That was fucking horrible.
WrestleMania 9?
95, the one where LT
No.
and Bam Bam. See, like that's one of the only
11.
instances where the
11.
world champion wasn't the main event of a WrestleMania.
Hey, but it was better than that main event. That main event sucked, and I knew it was because of LT, but that match was hard to watch.
WrestleMania 11 though is like considered one of the worst, like WrestleManias overall. I mean,
Yeah.
All right.
But he
Pretty
did
cool,
come out
Ray.
with Jenny McCarthy.
yeah, he did. Yeah, true.
Ray,
Props.
back to your way.
Had Pam Anderson. Right.
You did.
So it was most of his career was like before my time. Obviously, he's younger, but I've seen a lot of his stuff. I'm gonna go Sid Vicious because he's fucking terrible, dude.
Yeah, he
He's
is.
terrible, dude. It was
Great.
cool like when he broke his leg, though. You know that was cool. That was a good move. But he's not. He's not like.
I'm surprised he went along with that.
Dude, he has like the best jobs like on the mic. He sucks, dude. Like he's terrible. It's funny watching
Psycho
his mess
Sid is
ups,
the
you know?
best talker ever.
Yeah. But he's not a good wrestler. He's just naturally big, which obviously Vince McMahon like loves that. Like you could be like 7 foot, 300 pounds, and like you'll be champion like the next day. Vince McMahon likes that. But he's just not good.
Undertaker.
Nothing good about him.
Nash. I mean,
Nash.
Nash.
Yeah. No, yeah, but that's what Sid Vicious was. Like he's not like maybe he's cool outside the ring. I don't know, but he just no, dude. There's nothing cool about him. His moveset's not good. Super stiff. Like obviously he can't jump off of a turnbuckle. But that's about it.
What's he thinking? Like I've never seen him ever do that before. And when he jumps off and like lands on his leg. So
and his line will live in infamy. And I have half the brain that you do.
Yeah. or like when he's been Gene's interviewing him and he's like, "Wait, can I start again?" He's like, "No, we can't start again. We're in the middle of a promo."
He's like, "No, we're on live TV."
This is live, sir.
Yeah, he said that. Like
Oh,
Scott
shit,
Hall and Kevin Nash were dying when he said that. They were just like, "This dude just really said this." Like,
and then he
I
shit
have
himself.
half the brain that
He
you
shit
do.
himself in the ring, dude. Like, who does that, dude? Like,
Yeah.
but that's my pick for 4, dude.
Oh, that's a good one. Me, man, you took Goldberg from me, so I have to kind of.
Oh,
It's fine. This is not going to be popular at all. I liked him a little bit at first. Thought he was cool. I kind of cheered for him. Thought, and then you keep seeing him as like, there's a reason why WWE doesn't give him a long title run, or they won't make him like a WrestleMania main event, dude. Dolph Ziggler.
I like Dolph. I kind of like Dolph.
I gotta disagree with that one.
Yeah.
I think he's underrated.
No, he's a great worker, but he kind of sucks on the mic. He's not Billy Gunn. He's not Shawn Michaels. He's somewhere in the middle. And it's just like he has like 8 finishers. Like I never know what his finisher is.
It's a zigzag.
If you have
But then it's a super
you have
kick.
none,
Shin music. I was
basically.
say sweet shin music.
Yeah, and then he does the Fame-Master he used to do, and I was like, dude, who are you? Like, great wrestler, but there's a reason why next year's WrestleMania will not feature Dolph Ziggler in the main event. I promise you that.
his hair upsets me. makes me angry. I don't know why. Unexplainable.
Well, he had it like, so I know there was like one year where he had it like a Jerry, like a afro, like a little mini afro or something. It was like super curly, and he would like throw his little grease on you or whatever. And now it's just like super long. Yeah.
Now Razor Ramon, dog.
Yeah.
Exactly. And then he's like good bad guy like every other month. Like, you know, I don't know what he is.
He's just bland.
That's
He's
true.
Bland, you know.
That is true.
Yes. There you go. He's vanilla.
Just vanilla.
Not even fucking French vanilla, just vanilla. And like he's Walmart brand vanilla.
Oh, dryers or something.
Yes. That's what it fucking is to me.
Oh, that's rough.
That's how I see him, man. I just see it. What about you, Tim? Coming back to you.
So this is going to really like make a lot of people like because I'm old, I grew up in watching it in the 80s.
He saw the first ever wrestling match ever.
No, I did not.
Yeah, dude.
But I
Yes.
did
It was
see
in black and white.
WrestleMania 1. I was around for WrestleMania 1. That's all.
Bruno San Martino's his best friend.
He booked it. Yeah, he
I
wrestled
booked it. I was a
San
promoter.
Martino in the main event.
So I felt like this person, I can't deny that he's an icon. And as a kid, I liked him. But looking at him, I think he can't wrestle. He only has a couple moves. He's not really great on the mic, but it's just he was icon. And that's Andre the Giant.
Oh, I'm with you.
I like you.
I'm with you.
I just,
Hey, Hulk Hogan.
I know,
Hey,
it's,
Hulk
I know
Hogan.
it's terrible, but I feel really bad. But because he was such a big icon, but he's really
It's
not
just
good.
the presence of Andre, I guess.
Yeah. But I felt Andre was definitely overrated. Chops and maybe smashed you, but
yeah,
really didn't do anything.
Bro, he had an awesome clothesline.
Great.
I like the
beard.
moonsault, but
a lot of his
Great
early stuff, like that, a lot of the stuff that isn't on tape. Supposedly, he was a lot more athletic at one time. Could throw drop kicks and whatnot. But
I'd love to see that.
it's just like he was around at a time, I guess, when there weren't a lot of giants necessarily. Maybe that's kind of what helped get him over. He was unique at that time,
I love to see
presence.
Andre do a Hurricane Rana. You know what I mean?
Ah,
It's like some no mercy shit.
Dude, imagine, like, yeah.
You could,
You have
Or in
to
a
do,
ladder
like
match.
like a 450 frog splash, dude. Like, we don't, dude.
literally kill someone.
That's
Yeah.
I feel really bad now.
That's actually a good pick, though, because I think a lot of people won't even say because there's like the respect factor. Like, dude,
Yeah.
he's a legend. It was like, dude, man, he kind of sucked, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, you know,
That was pretty solid. That's a good pick.
I like
Yeah.
it, Dave. I'm starting to see your true
See?
nature, and I dig it, dude.
Okay.
Back to you, Mr. Big Phil. Number 3.
Number 3. All right, I am going to go with the Ultimate Warrior here.
Oh, yes.
He was another one on my list. I was gonna. Okay.
All right, I'm gonna go the Warrior.
Horrible.
It's funny. The other day, I watched a promo of his, and he was talking about crashing Hulk Hogan's airplane, and it was really pretty incoherent, to be honest with you. The guy was a psychopath.
Pure
I
gibberish.
thought he was overrated in the ring. I really didn't think he did much in the ring except get in and shake the fucking turnbuckles like this. But yeah, I wasn't a big fan of his. Yeah, I just don't remember a lot of great matches with him that just lit me up. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I agree with you, 100%.
Don't let him flash on you, though, because that was like the deadliest finisher ever, dude.
He's like
The ultimate splash. The Warriors.
you've seen one.
He's another one. Just falls into that Vince McMahon example where he just loves like a great body on a guy. I mean, they can be the total drizzling shits in the ring, but I mean, if they look like $1 million, he'll
Like the
try to
Warlord.
sell them, Yeah.
And by all accounts, from what I've read, the guy was kind of a doucher too. So in real life. So I just wasn't a big fan of his. I thought he got put over a little too much, and like I said, his promos were weird, man.
Bro,
Hogan did the job for him. That was a huge thing back then. Like,
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Hogan
Probably
would
didn't have
now
a
for
choice.
anybody,
Bro, one of his promos, he says, "Nightmares are the best part of my day." I was like, dude, this is fantastic, dude.
How do you
That's not even possible. Like,
Cocaine and steroids, man.
steroids and cocaine?
but you thought it sounded cool. You thought it was like, yeah, I don't know what the fuck this dude said, but
Yeah.
he's passionate about it.
He meant that shit.
couldn't
Whatever the fuck
understand it.
gibberish he's speaking, he means it.
You could not understand the man. He was incoherent.
No, that's a great pick. What about you, Cody?
I'm going to go with Lex Luger.
Oh, good. Yes.
Just because almost like Warrior in a way. Just great body, great look, but
Rack.
the torture rack, actually, I kind of
Torture
like
rack
the
was
rack,
alright.
but before that, he had that running forearm that was super lame. I mean, he just, like with the Ziggler argument, vanilla. He's just white bread, just, plain as can be. Let's see.
He took Elizabeth from Macho Man.
Oh, he sure did.
That's another thing. That was bad. I mean,
That's a negative for me in my book.
Yeah, I mean, he just, when you look back on the greatest Lex Luger matches, I mean, maybe his early shit, like in the late 80s or something, but I mean, he never
Yeah, I didn't think
had
anything.
any great matches that you look back on. I mean, the SummerSlam match versus Yokozuna, his biggest, what should have been his biggest match was a fucking dud, big time. It was, I mean, horrible. And then the WrestleMania match the next year, they made him lose early.
I thought when he joined up with Bulldog for the Allied Powers, I thought that actually had potential, but didn't go anywhere.
I mean, just and then he went back to WCW. That premiere on Nitro, he had that horrible fucking like turtleneck, like button-up shirt thing going on, and just I don't know. He just never did it for me.
I hear you.
No, he sucked, and he couldn't. Like I say, I don't think we're ever gonna get the greatest of Lex Luger matches released by WWE. Like that shit's not happening ever.
You're not gonna go.
It'll be like a 20-minute CD
on Friday night, dude.
Yeah, your dad will not take you to go buy that shit. That's not happening.
It's like I'm not paying $40 for a 20-minute CD.
Lex Luger? What?
Hell yeah.
Running forearm.
All right, Ray.
All
Back to you, my man.
So this one's kind of weird. Like I actually like this dude. Like I'm a fan of him, obviously, and he was like this whole reason for this era. But I'm actually gonna say Stone Cold at 3, dude.
I was gonna say him.
Oh! But the reason why, like, I love Stone Cold. Like, the reason why I say he's overrated.
Super overrated.
Well, he beat Shawn Michaels.
He's very like.
Yeah.
I get why they put him over. You know, like I completely get it. But like I don't think his moveset was really that good. Like he was good on the mic, but I think it's because he would talk shit to you like in a way that we would talk shit to friends. You know, like it was. His aura of like was the reason why he was there. You know what I mean? But and so everybody liked him, so he was put over. But there's just something about him, dude. Like I feel like he's a little overrated, man. Like I don't.
Well, I think a lot of it too. Like once he got like super over, like where he was like wrestling God there for a while. He didn't have to do a whole lot in the ring anymore.
Yeah.
And then after that, the bad neck injury against Owen Hart, I guess it was a lot more limited. But,
yeah, I mean, I like him. Like. You know what I mean? But I would think that I would put him in overrated list.
I mean, he didn't do a whole lot after like 1998. He didn't.
Yeah.
He just basically stopped.
He just didn't really care. Like he was there.
Nah, he didn't.
His best match was with Deborah.
Oh, Tim again with the hurt. This guy plays the nice guy.
No, that was
he's mean.
That's not.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
supposedly
Stone Cold's going to beat me up. Yeah.
He's already said, I don't care about leukemia, and now women.
Yeah.
It's okay to hit a woman. It's okay to hit a woman.
Yeah.
He's for equal rights.
And lefts.
Equal rights and lefts, dude. Yeah.
Jesus.
Bad.
But yeah, so Stone Cold for multiple reasons. But I like him. It's not a knock on him. Like I'll cheer for him.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
Cool. Well, I'll go next, and you took a couple of my top douchers, so I'm just going to go the one who I think is top 3 douche of all time is Hogan.
Yeah, I almost said him.
I don't like Hulk Hogan. His moves sucked. He was not Macho Man.
Yes.
Now he was cool as Hollywood Hogan when he would spray paint people and and they jumped. But as Hulk
he got
Hogan,
a shitload of heat.
Yeah, but as Hulk Hogan, there was nothing there. He was just
He's also racist, dude.
He was.
And what he did to Undertaker when Undertaker first won the belt, that's so trash, dude. I hurt my neck. That's so wrong. But I agree.
He's really selfish on all accounts. I mean,
but as a kid in the 80s, though, everybody
was like a god.
Hogan. We loved Hogan as an 80s.
The movies also, like, what was it? No Holds Barred. Rocky 3, Thunderlips. I mean, he was just
that was awesome, though.
Yeah.
Rocky 3's awesome.
But yeah,
wasn't Undertaker the bad guy in one of his movies, Urban Commando or something?
Suburban Commando, yeah.
And he has like a funny voice.
They
Movie.
got like an Oscar nod, right? I think.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
doubt it, dude.
I think Hogan,
Yeah, it was between
think
Hogan and
got a
Kevin
nod in
Costner
that.
for the Oscar. For best
It
actor.
sounds like Brian. He's like, what?
Wow, that's a long time. Wow, that's like
Dude, you
mind
think?
blowing.
Do you think Hogan's son is like his chauffeur, dude?
No, I do
Dude,
not.
you better hope not.
Okay.
I do not.
Brooke Hogan, overrated.
Yes,
But yes, overrated for sure. I agree. 100%.
that's mine. Hogan sucks. Yeah, I don't get it. He's a fake. Like he's not really a real American. He's a pampered one. All right.
It was just another one of those like Stars and Stripes gimmicks. That was another thing
Yes.
like Vince was super into. Like Lex Luger, he put a Stars and Stripes gimmick on him. I mean, he was really into that. Come here, cat.
Gotcha. All right.
Sorry.
So now it goes back to you, Tim.
So I believe this person, actually persons, and you'll see what I'm talking about, are super overrated. They're only, you'll see why I'm saying they. They are only popular because of their looks, but the Bella twins are trash. Oh, the Bella twins. Oh my
I think
god.
that whole like era of like women's wrestling was like not good, dude.
Well, Charlotte's fine.
Yeah, but she wasn't really like.
Yeah.
She's more than now than she was back then.
But I could not stand them.
They're all just cookie cutters, you know.
Kelly's fire.
Yeah.
All right, we'll move right on. Phil, what you got?
All right. I actually liked his look and his whole gimmick, but he just didn't ever bring it all together. And it's kind of a weird one because he wasn't super popular. But Buff Bagwell, I thought
Yes.
Buff Bagwell was a little overrated. He was good at having big biceps. He was really good at that. He was super good at that, and wearing that biker thing on your head. In the ring, I just thought he was a bum. I didn't think he brought anything to the table, really.
Yeah, you're not wrong. I mean, he had a couple of things that kind of got him over. Like he was like the funny guy for NWO at the time, like cheesy camera and stuff like that. But yeah, in ring he wasn't that great. Nothing special.
Forgettable. Very forgettable. You're right. Out of the NWO, and they try to push him for a little bit, like he's your U.S. or TV champion. You're like, give it back to Mr. Perfect.
He was better as like a tag along guy, like when he was like Scott Steiner's little buddy or whatever. Like his little.
Definitely better as a tag guy. But individual, I thought they tried to push him a little too much.
I hear you. That's a solid pick. What about you, Cody?
I'm gonna go with an actual like a tag team here instead of just one wrestler here. I'm gonna go with the Young Bucks.
Ooh, that's really good.
A modern team. I don't buy them, man. They're small. I mean, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. A lot of greater tag teams were small. Hardy Boys, Rock and Roll Express kind of thing.
They're almost like a wannabe Hardy Boys in a sense.
Kind of like a rip off Hardy Boys in a way, like Wish App Hardy Boys, if you would. Just they don't impress me that much, and a lot of the times they take like death-defying moves. They just jump right up, kind of stuff. Like they don't know how to sell necessarily, like a lot of the great tag teams in the past. And I don't know. It's not big on the Young Bucks necessarily. I mean, they're great at merchandising, but
merchandise.
I don't even know who they are, so I'm out of this one.
Yeah.
They were mostly in New Japan, and then they went to AEW. WWE was trying to get them, but they didn't want to sign there.
Yeah.
So they ended up going to AEW.
So they must not be that good, then?
No, I mean, if you ever seen like the Bullet Club shirts and all that, like they were like a popular like Hot Topic, I guess, carried them or whatever. But I mean, I would imagine most people don't necessarily associate it with wrestling. But yeah, that was like their brand. They made a lot of money with selling T-shirts, but I mean, as far as like in the ring, they're not very special.
You know who they are, Tim?
I know them from AEW because I know that was a big thing when AEW signed them, and they were having a big, like their first pay-per-view, wasn't it? Like the Young Bucks versus tag champs, or they were the tag champs or something. But
Yeah.
I never really watched.
It's a modern team.
Gotcha. No worries. Ray, what about you?
This pick is mainly because I just fucking hate this dude. But I'm gonna go Brock Lesnar. I fucking hate Brock Lesnar. He's
Thank you.
terrible. He sucks. But he does do. I will say he does do his job. Like he goes in there, he's supposed to do what he's supposed to do. He's not supposed to make the match last long. I hate the way that they use him. I hate that he's in WWE. I just hate everything about this dude. He's a shitty champion. Obviously, he can't speak on the mic because he sounds like a little bitch. Like
He doesn't have to talk to
voice.
Peon.
like, yeah, that's why he has Paul Heyman talk for him all the time. Like, it's just
That's
whatever.
right.
I just hate him, but he does do his job. But that'd be just for many reasons of my hate towards this guy. I would go like Brock Lesnar. It's mainly a personal thing. It's not really a wrestling thing, but yeah, Brock Lesnar. Fuck that guy. Yeah.
I love him. I love when he beats up wrestlers with one leg.
Yeah.
He doesn't give a shit, dude. We've talked
He's a
about
great
it. He
like
just
bully champion.
Yes,
Kinda.
he is.
Like a monster heel bully, like mean ass. I mean, you can believe that he's like that in real life, just like the asshole jock. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like he'll fuck you up if he goes by the drive-through and you don't get him the right sauce. He'll fuck you up, dude.
Unless you're Cain Velasquez or somebody like.
Ooh,
yeah.
yeah. Dude.
Oh,
What happens?
Which
when
they-
you can't hack it in the UFC. You run back to WWE, dude.
Yeah, I mean,
and then when you can't hack it in WWE, you go to UFC.
Exactly.
yeah. Velasquez tried to be in WWE here recently, didn't he? Didn't
Yeah,
they
he
start
signed a year
Velasquez?
and never did anything. Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe they wanted to try to use him against Lesnar, but they probably tried to get him in the ring. He probably couldn't work or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Couldn't really ever see him in WWE. I don't know how he looked or anything.
Yeah, he only came out like twice, I think, on 2 episodes and that's it. But anyway, yeah. Brock Lesnar, fuck him.
F5 was lame too, man. It
I
looked
actually
like
kind
shit.
of like the F5. I actually think the F5 is all right. Like, it's not a bad move for him. It's a total him move, you know?
Yeah.
But if the
I mean,
dude's
he
like
did it
that
to the
big,
Big Show. That was cool.
Yeah.
All right, for me, number 4, and you guys might not think, that I'm up to date with this new wrestling shit, but here's another guy that I'm gonna steal a line from Phil. Didn't set my tits on fire, and that is good friend Paul.
Yes.
Paul who?
Yes.
Good friend Paul
Dreadful.
is a bad friend Paul. He left
He was
Superhuman.
never good on those videos. He was
He
never good.
wasn't. He can never cut a promo. I don't think I've ever heard him talk. It was always Superhuman dropping the hot promo, the whoop whoop, the gigolos and gigolettes. So I don't know what happened there, but
I'll just go ahead and say underrated is jumping on tiny little cars, man. That is super underrated.
No,
Hot
dude, he
Wheels,
jumped on like
that hurts, dude.
he jumped on like Legos, dude. That
Legos,
hurts,
that's the
dude.
one I remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, if
Oh
you
Yeah.
can
God.
take a bump on Legos, you can do anything.
Yeah. No shit.
oh, but
Like a bunch of
my man
thumbtacks.
this was worse than the Montreal Screwjob when he double crossed my man Superhuman.
Well, dude,
It was
we all
messed up.
Red did tap, dude. We saw it, dude.
Exactly. And
He tapped.
Brett tapped.
Yeah, sure.
Superhuman
did not
never
tap.
tapped.
He did, dude. We saw it. Brett,
Yes, we
Brett
did.
screwed Brett, dude. Oh.
That's true. I love that. You know what's funny about that whole situation? Like when Vince McMahon first did that, he thought he was going to be the good guy in the whole situation.
Yeah.
He thought he was going to get the sympathy, like because for whatever reason, But
No, but all bullshit to the side. It does. I don't know what their drama was, but that dude sucks for turning on Superhuman. I don't care what anyone says, and he just made it our fucking list, dude.
hell yeah.
Your turn,
Just made
Tim.
the list.
Yeah.
I'm
He just
angry.
made the list.
I'm angry now. What's your take?
Mine?
Yes.
I'm going to say, because you guys stole some of mine, but geez. I'm going to say one that's overrated is Christian. Christian. I think Christian's decent, but I think that he's overrated.
Wow. So you hate a Christian?
Yeah, I do.
All right.
Yeah, I think
Benefited a
write
lot
that
from
down.
just being
Yeah.
close to
I'm
I would have
never
to say-
writing that down.
I mean, I like him, but definitely he's not like Edge or any of that, you know. But
Who's better, Christian or Matt Hardy?
and that's funny because Matt Hardy was the one I was also thinking of, and I'm going to go with Christian over Matt Hardy.
I think Christian.
I'll do that too.
Yeah, that's who I think.
Okay. Well, I mean, it sucks that you don't like Christians, but we're down to the
And he
end right
loves
now.
leukemia.
We were just talking wrestling. This guy brought a whole nother thing to the table.
Yeah.
That's what Tim
But
does.
you know what? All right, so here's our last one. Again, tell me who it is for you, Mr. Phil Dickerson.
All right. I'm kind of doing this for my own personal interest here.
Okay.
I'm gonna go Shawn Michaels and Bret Hart
What?
Both,
I like it.
Both
I love
overrated.
it.
Both overrated.
Fuck.
I really just want to hear Cody and Sal kind of go at this a little
No,
bit.
I mean-
Honest with you.
I'm gonna disrespectfully disagree with half of your vote. But
Just
strongly
half?
You
agree
think
with the other
HBK
half.
too? You think HBK too? I agree.
No,
with you.
HBK is fantastic.
I mean, in ring, both of them amazing, but all their bullshit outside of the ring caused a whole lot of problems that probably did a lot worse for the business than it really could have. You know, I mean, if they would have just got along, a lot of
Or a
people
lot
could have made
better.
a lot of money.
Or a lot
I think
better.
HBK is Val Venus on steroids. Let me put it. I thought his whole gimmick was kind of male stripper
The
type.
male stripper gimmick.
No.
He was Bison.
He's Bison.
Street Fighter, dude.
Yeah, he was Bison. That's what we call him. He was Bison from Street Fighter, just with a little edgier dressing.
Remember when he-
Okay, all right.
Remember when
The
he posed for
mirrors and the
Playgirl?
tassels all over it. Yeah.
Yeah,
But then
I
you got
don't know.
Brad on the other hand with like the Sergeant Pepper fucking jacket, the big shoulder pads.
Hey, leave him alone, man. He wants to dress like Captain Crunch. Let him dress
Yeah.
like Captain Crunch.
Yeah, he was on The Simpsons though. Brett was on The Simpsons.
He was.
So,
He was.
yeah,
Yeah,
that's
take
cool.
that.
Hey,
Lone
Remember when he
Dove
beat up
and
Shawn Michaels in real life like 50 times?
Yeah.
Well,
And then-
I mean, by all accounts, Shawn Michaels in real life couldn't bust a grape, really. I mean, he was like known for being kind of a chicken shit, but like,
Remember when a bunch of
Damn,
That's Vince
dude.
Cornette.
Hey, remember when a bunch of
That was
ROTC
Get
high
that
Vince Cornette
schoolers?
talking then.
Hey, remember when a bunch of ROTC high schoolers pulled him out of the car and beat him up?
well, it was like 27 Marines, though, wasn't that the story?
Yeah.
Like, the whole platoon
Yeah,
of
you
Marines
can't, you
jumped
can't
in.
be 27 Marines, dude. Like, he's not the
He's
Incredible
not Bret
Hulk.
Hart. I mean, you know.
No,
Yeah.
and what Bret Hart did to his brother was worse.
Yeah,
Way worse.
yeah.
What Bret did to Owen was worse.
Yeah, I mean, you know, if
No.
he kind of convinced
take
them,
That's
yours.
wrong.
he should have had them all go with him to WCW, man. You know,
But I heard
that was one of his big
Vince-
regrets. Like even in the book, he mentioned that in his own book.
It's wrong.
All right. Well, that was a pretty hard. I liked it. I like how Phil went out swinging with brought the Thor hammer down. Cody, what's yours?
Well, my number ones and twos were already taken, and then I was gonna just pivot to HBK just naturally, but that kind of got taken too. My number one was Ultimate Warrior. I mean, just not to rehash that, but he just shitty wrestler,
Right.
bad promos. Number two for me was Triple H, that got taken also. Just think the whole son-in-law aspect of it. I mean, he basically was able to ride himself as champion. Like, what is he, like 28-time champion or something now? So
Yeah, the dude. Hey, but I will say something. The dude, for as many times, he has put a lot of people over too, though.
oh, he has. Yeah, no, he has. But to me, he's always been kind of like the guy who works with the guy. Like, he was never like that guy to be the main man, like to carry the flag necessarily. But like, his best stuff was him in The Rock, him in Austin, him and Shawn Michaels even. Like, he was always kind of like that guy to kind of like accent your main star, more or less.
Right.
But he's had more championships than any of them, though. So at the same time, so it's like,
Well, I mean, when you're doing what you're doing there, then yeah,
yeah.
is he second to Flair, or is he tied with Flair for championships?
Cena's
No,
tied with Flair,
John Cena's tied with Ric Flair, unfortunately.
and that hurts my soul. That hurts my soul. Like,
Yeah,
on so many
that's
levels.
bad, man.
John Cena?
That's not
Because
good.
John Cena is the fucking real deal. That
He
old
knocked your
fucking
shell off,
no, who the fuck is Ric Flair? No one even knows who that dude is.
I've never even seen John Cena before.
Exactly.
I don't know who this guy is.
Let's hear Ric Flair try to rap.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Where's
Somebody sounds like an
Flair's
idiot.
rap
He did,
song,
dude. He did.
Rick.
They, what's his name from Migos made a rap song with him.
That big NWA, that big classic belt that Ric Flair had would have been a lot cooler if it was spinning. The old.
Hey, Ric Flair, on the
bad.
low key though, that big gold belt. I don't know why they did away with that. That belt should still be around.
That was the
Remember
that
when
was
he
the
showed up
dopest
to?
belt.
Remember when he showed up to first WWF with it, and it was like blurred out
Yeah.
because he was.
Well, he actually physically owned that belt, and he'd tried to strong arm NWA like to buy it back from him. I think he said he'd sell it to him for like $250,000 or some shit, and they just told him no way.
Damn.
Yeah, like he held the belt hostage, and they couldn't buy it back.
That's what you do, man. All right, Ray, we're winding down.
Yeah,
And
so
long
there's
time, are you going to go with who you really think, or just a new name?
Shawn Michaels, dude. No, I'm just kidding. It's
Man?
there's a couple. I didn't know which one to go with, but I think we're ultimately gonna go with Batista.
Yeah,
Fuck,
that was another one I was thinking.
super
Batista?
But Batista. I almost wanted to say Jeff Jarrett, but whatever. Batista for sure. Like, I don't think he was a good wrestler. I don't think he was good on the mic either. Like, again, I think he was just another one of those big dudes that Vince McMahon just loved. He's not a terrible actor though. I like him as and Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, Drax is dope.
No, yeah, he's not good. I don't think he's good. I think when he first like premiered, like debuted or whatever, he was a little more like agile. He could do things, but I think as like not even maybe 5 or 6 years down the road, it was like he just didn't really give a shit anymore. He just knew he was a big name and he was a big draw, and so he just kind of showed up.
He's one of those big guys you got to put with somebody to make.
He reminds me of Goldberg a little.
Yes.
Yeah.
But he's better. I think he's better than Gold. But you know what? He low-key had a good career. He's main evented a couple WrestleManias. He's had some pretty good feuds. Like, I mean, him and Taker was a solid feud.
I mean, I like it. The Batista bomb. I mean, I like his take on the power bomb, but
His spear's kind of meh, right? I don't like it. His spear's kind of
Yeah,
he's a little more agile than Goldberg was, but yeah, I kind of put those two guys in the same kind of category.
just that look, that big body, kind of chiseled guy, you know.
yeah. Like, he was
For
athletic,
sure.
but he didn't really show anything, you know? Like,
No.
he's just there. But I'd put him. But again, my other pick was Jeff Jarrett. But
Yeah. Jarrett was okay. I mean, just like a straight up middle of the card guy. That's all he.
Yeah.
You know, he's a pretty solid mid card guy. But
there's some mid card people that can
And then
that are
Honky
really good
Tonk
wrestlers.
Man loved guitars.
yeah,
All right, he was fucking, yeah, he would fake on people's face. All right,
he
man.
lost
Well,
to China.
yeah.
Yeah.
Lost the Intercontinental belt to China, but like that's another famous story. Like he supposedly held them up like last minute.
For money, yeah.
Wanted him to lose to
His
China.
contract ran out, and
Yeah.
they like forgot about it. Yeah.
Yeah. He said, "I'll do it for like I think he said $200,000 or
Yeah.
something." And they
300,000. Give me
it.
300,000. Run him
Yeah.
up.
They fucking paid it.
And he got paid? And he got
He
it?
got paid.
Yeah, he got paid.
Fuck
You
it.
can't leave with the
Do
title,
it.
bro.
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Well, all mine were taken, man. As much as I wanted to shit on Brett right now, Philip kind of beat me to it.
Sorry.
Hogan was, like I said, I still think Brett's a great wrestler, but I think his mic skills were sus.
Yeah.
The reason how he still cries about something that happened, some spilled milk that wasn't a big deal, I don't understand.
We'll see if it happened to you. If you would,
No. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so this guy's not taken, but he was just kind of like sorry, like, and like he was like the least interesting member of his stable was Dean Malenko.
Yeah. Dude, he was a badass wrestler, though.
Dinko, Malenko.
Yeah,
Dude, in the ring,
he was
good,
cool
though.
in ring, you know. He just had
Yeah,
no personality. He
No,
had
he
the
was just
personality
like-
of a fucking like department store mannequin or something.
Yes. My name's Dean Malenko. I like wrestle. I was like, what the fuck, dude? Like,
Yeah.
He did nothing
Jericho and
for anybody.
Guerrero carried that dude.
Who?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. And
I mean,
when they were the Radicals, even Saturn was more interesting than him.
I was gonna say Perry Saturn's pretty bad.
Yeah, he had one eye going that way, dude. Another eye going that way, dude.
I'm gonna change my pick. It's Chris Benoit.
Oh,
yeah.
I'm
Never
just
heard
kidding.
of him.
I don't want to get there. I don't want. We'll go there another time.
Yeah.
All right, Tim, what you got?
I'll tell you who got a push a few years ago, and I just think he's terrible. Is Jinder Mahal.
Oh yeah. Well, they did
That's
that
just 'cause-
for because they were going overseas.
So you don't
a
like
lot.
Christian people.
Whatever.
You don't like Muslim people.
Oh, not really. He's more Hindu, but he's more Hindu. I mean, I could have picked Great Khali, but that's so obvious. I mean, you know.
Yeah.
Why do you hate Hindus so much?
But you know what, though? Also, I was going to pick Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens was pretty close.
Yes, that
Yeah,
would've been
he
a great
sucks
pick.
too, dude. You
sucks.
should have picked Kevin Owens.
Okay, I'll pick Kevin Owens. Kevin Owens is overrated.
No, don't change your pick now.
No, I had to see your reaction. Oh no, Kevin Owens.
I'll give him that. Kevin Owens is
He's fucking
we
sucks,
talking about.
dude.
He's the Dean. Him and Dean Ambrose. If they were a tag team, they'd be the sorriest widespread tag team ever.
Dude, he's fire.
They're not interesting. They're not good on the mic. I don't know how people like them, dude. I really don't.
Except he beat John Cena once, so that's cool.
that means everything.
Yeah,
Just one of those things. They were going to Saudi Arabia and they wanted to
Hey,
that means everything.
champion they can market
so that's
over there.
we got a little bit of time. So I say that we just real quick name who we think is an underrated wrestler.
No, that's for the next one. Just one then.
Okay,
all right.
we can do
We
that.
won't do all five. Do one.
Just like a tease, basically.
I'll go first. I think Goldust is an underrated wrestler.
Fuck you. That was my pick. Go ahead.
Oh, Dustin Rhodes. Oh.
Yeah, I think
I would agree.
Goldust is a great wrestler. That's who I think.
Before he was Goldust, when he was just Dustin Rhodes in WCW, he was really good. And then, I mean,
Goldust is great. Yeah.
WCW when he came out in WWF, I mean, he right away was working with Razor Ramon, a lot of the top guys. Yeah, at the time.
Rowdy Piper.
Roddy Piper. We had WrestleMania.
Yeah.
That Piper match at WrestleMania was fucking incredible. That backward
yeah.
ball or whatever. Classic.
Yeah.
Great pick, dude.
Yeah.
Who's next?
I'm gonna
You
go
go.
with somebody.
Where?
Go ahead,
I'm
Cody.
gonna go with Ricky the Dragon Steamboat.
You think he's
Underrated. I mean, I think he's a little underrated because, I mean, when
He's
you hear
fantastic.
people talk about their all-time greatest wrestlers, like you never hear anybody mention Steamboat. But then when you start looking at this match is one of the greatest of all time, this match is one of the greatest, one of the constant things that's always coming up, it's Ricky Steamboat in these matches, like
against Randy?
WrestleMania 3, the
Yeah.
Savage match, the matches against Ric Flair all through the 80s and early 90s. Like, I mean, just a lot of the best matches of all time. Just Ricky Steamboat. He was a fantastic worker. I mean, he just made that.
He had one of the best arm drags in the game.
Oh yeah, just
Dude, Chris Jericho has 1,004 though, dude.
yeah.
He has 1,004 on drag.
Armbar.
about
He
you,
said, he said on
Yeah,
armbar
armbar.
7 different times.
Right.
Yeah, reverse arm bar.
What about you, Philip? Who you guys underrated?
Man, I kind of went back and forth on this, but I'm going to go with Booker T, man.
Damn it, bro! Everyone's taking.
I'm sorry, man. I thought
Right.
he had a great, like, in-ring. I thought he had a great skill set. Really versatile. And I thought he was a great heel, man, especially when he came to
King
WWF. Yeah, five times.
Great talker.
Him and Rock had some great battles in WWF. I liked Booker. I thought he was good. I even,
I love his
I thought he was
music.
better as a heel. I liked him as a heel.
All his stuff looked great too. The side kicks and that Harlem Hangover, that like flip over leg drop, that shit always looked awesome.
Everything was really slick with him. I thought he was just really good in ring.
Yeah, super athletic.
It's a good pick.
Cool beans, Ray. Who you got?
Underrated. I'm gonna go with the now time. I'm actually gonna go with Sami Zayn, dude.
El Generico in the house.
I don't think that they don't use him right, at all. He's probably one of the best wrestlers that's on the roster for sure. He needs to have a belt, honestly. But like I said, they don't. WWE can't like utilize their people anymore like they used to back then for whatever reason. But yeah, he's very like underappreciated, I think, in the game. All around moveset too.
No, I agree. I think I agree with you. I mean, remember I got excited for wrestling again when he came. So I was like, dude, I'm a huge El Generico fan. Like, I could not wait. And then they like take his mask off, and then he can't do the brain bust. I was like, oh man.
He can still do badass moves. Like he still does some of the stuff from.
But he can't do the brain bust stuff. Like
He
the solid one. Like, all right. Well, I'm gonna end it with another match wrestler. Mine, Ultimo Dragon.
Solid, man. That cruiserweight division in the the mid to late '90s was fucking incredible. Like, I mean,
he was fire. He was great. I mean, he didn't talk. I don't even know if he spoke English, but he could wrestle.
I don't think he spoke a lick of English.
Yeah, but remember, I've seen pictures where he has like 12 belts on him. He was a fantastic wrestler.
Finish was the Dragon Sleeper, right? Dragon Sleeper.
That was pretty sick, actually.
The WWE's been trying to copy that cruiserweight 205 thing for years, and they just can't. They can't copy it. Like
that WCW cruiserweight division was unique. I mean, it's never kind of been recaptured. Nobody's ever been able to really copy.
They had La Parka, Eddie, Chris.
Jericho.
Psychosis.
Dragon. Jericho.
Stacked.
Yeah, it was just fantastic. I love watching. Like before I would switch over to Raw, I'd be like, I'm gonna watch the first couple because WCW had fire cruiserweight first matches, you know. And meanwhile,
WWE a lot of their best shit was the cruiserweight division at that time. Cruiserweight division and NWO. That was like the two reasons you watched WCW.
Pretty much. That's why you would.
For sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, man, thank you for tuning in. It has been another fun episode for myself, Uncut Tim, Ray. For our two guests, Cody, thank you for showing up, brother.
Hey, guys. Thanks for having me. It was fun.
Hey, we do it again. Please stop by. And Mr. Phil Dickerson, same thing, man. It was a pleasure to have you on here.
Hey, anytime, man.
Yeah.
Like, come back.
Hell yeah.
Anytime.
All right, Ray. As always, take us to the promised land, my man.
Yeah, man. So, like I said, if you check out our videos, check this one out. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the notification button. We love to have you guys. Keep watching. And don't forget, this is The Creek Entertainment. The Creek Entertainment. Peace.